There are things you reach for without looking. A mug, a favorite pair of jeans, an app that makes it to your homepage. At some point, something just became yours. It can be hard to explain why. But behind that feeling, someone made a decision. Or, actually, a million of them.
There is a whole industry that's built on the idea that personal finance and managing your money is intimidating and it's hard. I feel like making your personal finance decision more approachable is so important because there are lots of decisions you can make if you have been guided along the way that shouldn't feel intimidating, and today they do. I do believe strongly that great products are products that have an opinion and they make certain choices for you.
I think there's just like a bit of a tension of like how much default do we give to them and then how much customization do we give people. So right now we are just wrapping up allowing the agent to like create, read, edit, delete transactions, categories, recurrings, anything you ask it to do, it can do those things for you. On the design side, we're shifting towards building more proactive features that are powered by AI.
Good design is like a sum of many, many small decisions that if they are good, they are invisible. And so in the end, if you do your job well, people don't notice anything and they just feel like they can do what they want.
Behind the design is a team of engineers between Brooklyn and Santiago, making decisions you'll feel but never see.
Since mid-2025, we've been testing different models and also the agents infrastructure, even before we started working on the beta. Sometimes it feels like an art to work with these models that are like not deterministic because like it can generate things that are so much more interesting because of this like freedom it has to come up with things in a non-deterministic way.
Every choice the app makes for you is one less that you have to make. But no app can make every choice. And outside, the clock is still moving.
There's a window of time, a window of opportunity that if it takes us too long to ship stuff, it's just going to be obsolete by the time we ship it. And nowadays, that's a shorter and shorter window of time. So we're trying to adjust. Sometimes I feel like we could be moving faster, but at the next time, I'm like, we should have taken a little bit longer.
What keeps changing the finish line for us is not on the like model side or what AI is capable of side, but more on like what we discover is possible with AI from a product perspective.
There's never enough time to build everything. So they're building two things at once, an app with a point of view and a way to take your data further.
We really believe in what we're building, but everyone's use case is different and we can't build for every single request. What we can do is hand you the keys to your own data. That's why alongside the Money Assistant, we're building an MCP, a way to plug your financial data into AI tools you already use so you can ask anything about your money. Because at the end of the day, it's your money and your data and you should feel in control.
Because we put a lot of time and thought into building something, when we ship it, we're pretty confident that it's gonna be like what people want and need.
People will still want to have direct access to their data, manipulate it in ways that make sense.
Everyone in this room is holding their own tension. How much to decide for you, how much to leave open. How good is good enough? How fast to ship? So what makes something your favorite? Is it the millions of design decisions or the intentional engineering? This team believes that the most important thing is at the end of the day, it just feels like yours.